Hello guys, we're gonna start here in just a second. I'm just gonna share the link and such. Alright. Alright. TWN World Tour 5. This is gonna be a very eventful show. We're gonna have a couple more, a little bit more title action we typically see. Open things up, we got another IGW tag title match. Uh, Doink and Abyss are defending it against JBL and Farouk. A little APA action. Wonder if we'll do a regular. Oh, nope. Charles Robinson's going to be refereeing tonight. And alright, let's see how it goes here. Alright, as this gets underway here, here's how the rest of the card's going to look here. We're going to have For XAW, we're going to have Rio versus Felicia. Then for FTOA, we got Bret Hart going against Shane Douglas. And for PCCW, we got the Headbangers going against the Impact Players in tag action. And then we have representing View Japan Pro. It's an interpromotional match. PCCW, Sabu's going to defend the TWN Hardcore title against Onita. It's going to be into landmines as well, so we got a landmine deathmatch action with that. After that, we got a little four-way dance for the TWN Junior Championship. Free agent Juventud Guerrero is going to defend against FTOA's Alex Shelley. This was an open challenge, so more people could join if people come in and suggest. Alex Shelley of FTOA, also PCCW's Lance Storm, and IGW's Billy Kidman are contending for it. After that, in the semi-main event, the TWN tag titles are going to be defended by Beer Money. The winner of the best tag match tonight will face Beer Money for those titles. And then in the main event, King is activating his Legacy Lottery for some one-on-one rematch against Triple H for the TWN title. King, of course, of XCW, and Triple H of PCCW.
5 minutes gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Since all the singles belts outside of are being pre-defended tonight, if the Rio Felicia match and the Brett Douglas match, if they reach a certain amount, well, if they do good enough, their title shots could be granted to them for a future TWN event. I forgot what I put it under for a shot. I think 100. So if they turn out to be classics, then we got something. So we'll have to see on that one. Oh, press. Oh, counter into a schoolboy. Irish whip by Doink into an inverted atomic drop. For anyone who hasn't been catching up with IGW, IGW match losers have been threatened to be put on a chopping block. Whipwreck, who lost the Inferno Championship, was traded to View Japan after losing View Japan Pro. So I don't know. Nothing's known right now what will happen to Doink and Abyss if they lose these tag titles, because the commissioner did say the tag titles are going to be under a special category of such. But JBL has a chance to be a double champion. JBL is also the IGW heavyweight champion at the moment. Pile driver. Oh, double power bomb from Farouk. Oh, avoids a drop kick. Snap suplex. Punch trading. Farouk. Shoulder charge tackle there. Another press. Neckbreaker. Doink eating some big moves here. Ah, him with the pile driver of his own. Going up top. Whoopee cushion.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, tag guys defend them. Another successful defense by Doink and Abyss. Brute holding steady with those tag titles. Since this is a title match, there'll be a little boost. So it was an 80. So let me double check what amount I had for the boost for the tag titles. For title matches, promotion title matches. 10% boost. So that 80 is going to be a 90. So that's going to help a lot. So Headbangers and Impact Players, they're going to have to get a match 90 or above. If it's a tie, that's going to make things interesting. Did I put anything there? No, I didn't. Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge if we get there. Alright, next we got Rio and Felicia in singles action. There it is. Let's see, Felicia and Rio. Rio, where's he at? Right here. 320, 150. Alright, let's see how it goes.
What?
Oh, body slam.
What? What?
Oh, knocks him down.
Give up. Huh! One. What? Huh! 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 Give up. Give up.
Oh, grounded super kick.
Huh.
5 minutes gone.
What? What?
Billy suplex from Rio. Oh. Pile driver variation. We got interference coming down the ring. Oh, she's helping Rio here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, chair activity.
3, 4.
よっしゃ行くぞ
Little rainmaker there.
Huh.
Counter. Oh, another counter.
Give up. Give up.
Tight moonsault off the top rope. Buzzsaw kick.
What? What?
An attitude adjustment. Catch his breath. Alicia's dazed. She might be in trouble here. Oh, going for a lightning speed.
1, 2.
Only 2.9.
10
Another
minutes
attitude
gone.
adjustment.
What? Give up. Give up. Give up.
Ooh, elbow to the head.
What? Huh. Os. Ora, ora. 1,
Ooh,
2.
punch trading there. Not trading, but laying the
What?
smack it down pretty much. Oh, we got a strike trading here between the
行くよ
competitors there. Going up top. Big moonsault.
2, 3.
Oh, Felicia sneaks in a win. $87, not bad. All right, now we got Bret Hart and Shane Douglas for MFDOA coming up. All right, let's see how it goes here. Ooh.
Move up. Move up.
Little uppercut there. Headlock takedown. A lot of countering in this matchup here. Shane Douglas is also the current FTOA Iron Man champion. He's held on to that title for a long time.
Great.
He's defended it quite a few times during his rivalry with Taz in FTOA, although I don't know if Taz ever won that title during that feud or not. Oh, counter. Headbutt.
Yeah.
Backbreaker.
5 minutes gone.
Going to the corner. Back elbow.
Fwa.
Suplexes him out of the ring.
2.
1.
Oh, elbow drop in the back. Looks for a Boston Crab to wear down the legs a little bit.
Move up.
Bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh, big pile driver. Brett's getting dazed here. He might be in trouble here.
Yeah.
Belly to belly slam cover.
2.
Almost had him. Brett better be careful here.
Fwa.
Russian leg sweep. Lariat. Atomic drop. Oh, counter. More elbows. Senton. Roof whip. Right into a sleeper.
Move up. Move up.
Brett breaks out of it. Edge whip.
Fwa.
Oh, crucifix pin.
2.
Oh, almost had him.
Yeah.
Another pile driver. Kicks him out of the way. Brett's dazed, trying to find some focus. Oh, counter. Looks like he was going for the Pittsburgh plunge.
10 minutes
Or
gone.
some suplex variation. Another lariat. Goes for the figure 4.
Move up. Move up. Move up.
Ah, Luthez press with a pin. Almost had him. Headbutt.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Pittsburgh plunge.
2. 3.
Oh, Douglas with the win. Good quality contest there between the two. 86, not bad. Here coming up, we got some more tag action. Headbangers and Impact players from PCCW is going to be dueling it out here. Alright, let's see how it goes here. Also, as a quick update for WWE 2K25, so Universe Mode did win out in those polls. So far, ECW is taking the lead with 2 votes in the Discord poll. WCW has 1 vote in Discord poll, and in the YouTube poll, WWF has 1 vote. So far, the polls are still open. I'm gonna leave them open for a while because I'm trying to unlock as many guys as possible. Basically, I made it through Showcase, and I got My Rise. I'm doing My Rise at the moment. So I'm hoping to unlock more guys before we do Universe Mode, because right now the poll's pretty neck to neck for the most part, so I want to make sure I get plenty of people unlocked as possible.
11, 12.
But yeah, that's kind of the goal there. I don't know when I'll be streaming that, the Universe Mode. It sucks because I know that the pack that New Jack's in is going to be coming up in a couple months. Like, wait, like June. I think is it June? Let me look. Let me take a look here. July, late July. Oof. That's so like freaking 4 months. So unfortunately, as much as it pains me to do it, I may have to rock a different New Jack for that mode but here's the thing, it's not like New Jack was like super synonymous with ECW. I mean, out of like the promotions he's worked in, ECW is by far the most notable one, but he wasn't like there from beginning to end. He was just kind of there in and out. Like, he was really there early on. Like, before the Dudley Boys, the Eliminators and the New Gangsters, they were kind of the 2 tag teams to really bring it on the map. But once the Dudley Boys came in, what, like 95, 96 or what? Probably 95 or something, it kind of waned down a bit. So, New Jack always was a part of ECW, but I don't know if I would put him on the... I don't know if I would put him on the Mount Rushmore of it in any variation, only because he didn't spend a ton of time there because he did a lot of stuff in other promotions too. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt not to use him, but I'm probably gonna be tempted to use him anyway because he is a part of ECW in a pretty big way. Burning Hammer.
10 minutes gone. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh,
6,
chair shot.
7, 8, 9.
It's pretty neck and neck so far, Gray Man. How you doing? Double suplex there. Good timing though, because you got a lot of matchups coming up in this show here. Ooh, jumping DDT. Oh, we got interference. Some Impact player aid here. That's good. Yeah, I've been away from streaming for a little bit. Been kind of visiting parents and been working on 2K25 and unlocking guys and stuff. Ooh, that does remind me, for LLW people, I have been making good progress on the next contenders tournament. I just got one guy left, and then we can do the second contenders tournament. So should expect that reasonably soonish. Super kick. Cover.
1, 2, 3.
Ah, Impact players with the win. See how well, dude, they got a... Ooh, 78. That's not quite gonna cut it. So, Beer Money is gonna be challenged by Abyss and Doink in the semi-main event against Beer Money. That should be a fun one. Alright, next up, in the landmines, the TWN hardcore title is going to be on the line. Sabu is going to be, of PCCW, is going to be defending it against View Japan Pro's Onita. Yeah. Yeah, this game definitely does a good job for the most part of not giving people dominance. There are some exceptions, of course, like the whole LOD fiasco. Oh my god, it's like they would never lose. Like, it's insanity with those guys. Alright. So 30 minutes. We'll do glass 850. Let's see. 330. 150. TWN. Now, this is technically an approaching match also between View Japan Pro and PCCW, so extra awards will be given for View Japan if they win the match. Alright, let's see how it goes here.
Fight!
Yeah, Reby and Clutch, yeah. I still gotta adjust him because he really should be going more for... Sabu's moveset is tricky. Because a lot of his moves are like these quirky, like, flying moves requiring chairs and stuff. There's not a lot... There's not a lot of moves he does that are like quote-unquote basic moves. I mean, there is. I mean, there's videos, and I've for the most part, included those in his thing, but I think I could make it better. But it's something I gotta figure out.
5 minutes gone.
Ooh, little drop kick. Christian, you know, it's funny. I recently found a low, like a ground grapple unprettier move. And yeah, and the thing which I need to put on him, but yeah, Christian stuff, because legit, like, all of his, like, big, like, he has barely any front grapple moves. Like, I had to, like, really dig and really, like, really stretch to get all the front grapple moves of his, like, in, because for the most part he does a lot of, like, back grapple stuff, like the unprettier and that inverted DDT he does, you know, like, and he does a lot of stuff like, oh, Sabu just gets an easy cheese. Damn, Sabu, man, that is crazy with Onita. Well, ooh, that's gonna hurt for View Japan, because matches below 70 and the she'll get a 20 PP penalty, so that's gonna hurt him. Not a ton, because he still has a lot. I think he's still in second place, but yeah, that's gonna hurt. But you get a little extra for PCCW though. No, for the loser, because since it's his rep match, even though it's an interpromotional match, it's his rep match, so the penalty stuff goes to him. Next up, though, we got an interesting one here. We got through the rep matches. The singles didn't have anything in the hundreds, so those guys, no title shots for those for reserves, but we got a lot of title, but we got more title action nonetheless. Four-way dance for the TWN Junior Championship. We got the free agent of is it free agent? Technically, yeah, he's still, Star Fox still kind of has him under wraps, but once we conclude the season or get towards the end of the season, I'll have to double check with Star Fox, Hank, and LJC and see if they want to come back or not. LJC probably not. I think he's probably done. Star Fox and Hank, though, I'm not sure. I know I think they just wanted a season pause. But if they said they're done, then we got two whole ass rosters of guys that are going to be open. For this season too, when we do the draft, I will say this: I'm probably not going to have people be able to draft guys who aren't already converted, only because there's going to be so many guys to pick from, and I just think that, and plus with the new rule of people getting rid of some of their guys in their rosters for the draft, there's going to be a lot of guys. So I don't think we need to add new guys for the draft this time around. Depending on where you end up, Grayman, you may cross 250 popularity points again. I will say though, once we get to about 8 World Tour events, I might start talking about winding the season down a little bit, because we started doing this in mid-January, and it's already been like a couple months. So by the time we get to the 8th one, it's going to probably be 3 months, and at that point, we will want to start thinking about winding things down a little bit. because I don't really want like a repeat of last year when we had the season stretched out the whole year. That's not exactly the pace I like for something like this, only because I like to kind of keep these as a reasonable pace so if new people do come in, they don't have to wait too long to join. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking at 8 or 10. That's what I'm thinking, 8 or 10. It depends on it depends on how quickly we get through and if people start booking, because when we first started people were booking shows, but I think people got busy and people have been kind of there hasn't been as much shows. I think it's very different letting everyone do things whenever as opposed to having things scheduled. And and I think and I like having the free thing. I almost prefer it opposed to the scheduling, but I think it does make it tough to like plan stuff out because I think a lot of guys who book shows, I think they booked it with the idea of the schedule. And I think when there's not a schedule, I think it's harder to plan for a lot of guys because I feel like a lot of guys when they create a book, I think having some limitations help them form a framework. And when you open it up a lot, it can be hard to find stuff to really click together. 360, 360, 150. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part too. I mean, granted, there are benefits of doing shows over pay-per-views, like they're cheaper and stuff. Yeah, I may have to adjust stuff. What I may do is I think something I could do is make it so that people have, yeah, that is true. They do earn less. I think what I may do is I may do a thing where yeah, I was just thinking like 2 or 4 shows per pay-per-view, either 2 or 4. Um, four technically for a month, but I feel like I don't know. I'll have to think about it because based on how we get through shows and stuff, 4 shows may be quite a stretch to wait for a pay-per-view. So 2 might be better. Actually, I think a good one to do is if if you wait 2 shows, you can do an 8 match pay per view. But if you wait 4, you can do a 10 match pay per view. I think that's something I might do next season. That way, people have an incentive to do shows and stuff. All right, I lost my train of thought. Who was it? It was right there. Lance. Billy Kidman, and Alex Shelley. Three, 360, 150. All right, let's see how it goes here. Yeah, and I think also because a lot of guys, we had the same guys for so long that I feel like, because I know for me, for a bit I was like, man, I'm kind of stuck on how to book this, but at the same time, I don't really want to get a new roster because I like the guys that I have. It's just I just don't know what else to do with them, and I think doing what we're doing with the draft, where we're having like, now granted, as I'm saying this, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same amount for all promotions or if it's going to vary based on your standings during the season. And even then, if we go that route with it, if it's more for the best promotion for letting guys go or the least, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I do know there is going to be like something there. I'm hoping putting that in will kind of help guys kind of find guys to like pick and find new guys to craft new matchups and chemistries and discover new stuff and whatnot. I am gonna say this. As much as it pains me to do this, I think in order for me to really figure out how to do a better rivalry system, I think I may have to cancel arch rivalry stuff, like get rid of them, because the only things I'm coming up with the rivalry system, it kind of incorporates a lot of what we do with arch rivalries. So I may have to, I do want to try to maybe start fresh with all that. So that's a heavy possibility there to think about going into like next season.
5 minutes gone.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Brocklet there by Hooventube.
Give up. Give up.
Super kick. Storm gets suplexed out of the ring.
2. 1, 2, 3.
Give up. 1, 2.
Roll up.
2.
Put 2 roll ups there. Tiger bomb. Super kick. Northern Light. Put on the ropes though. Ooh, can't powerbomb him. Oh, Kid Crusher there. Another one.
10 minutes
Oh,
gone.
roll up.
Give up. Give up. 2.
Ooh, fancy pin work. 2.9 almost had him.
2. 1, 2.
Oh, 450. Ooh.
2. 1, 2.
Roll up.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's why I love doing like these Cruiserweight Junior battles in this game, because there's so much movement going on. Yeah, I think next season, oh, Cobra Clutch,
Give up.
grounded style. I think next season, I will do like another 450.
3.
Ooh, Kidman's eliminated. Damn, I was hoping my guy would come through. Oh well. Down to 3. Yeah, cause what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, like next season definitely I think having like a set amount of World Tour events being the determined length of the season probably is the best route to go. I like the idea of possibly ending it early based on popularity points, but I feel like that type of route is kind of tricky because the balancing of awards is hard to test without actually doing the stuff.
1.
About draft. Yeah, the draft. Yeah. The draft, I'm not sure how many. Yeah, because there's a lot of factors in it, and I will do polls on it when we get towards the end of the season. Right now, this is the 5th World Tour event. Once we do another 3, I'll probably see what everyone wants to do. One thing I want to try to do, because I feel like once we kind of get in the rhythm of the season, I feel like it becomes very... I've noticed this last several seasons too, is that it seems like it becomes very easy to determine like who the higher up seeds pretty early on. So I feel like next season I may want to try to make it so that it's easier to kind of lead changes and all that. But Storm pins the champion. We're gonna get a new champion tonight. But I don't know how much of that. Oh, slice spread number 2. Northern Lights. Ooh. But yeah, there's definitely, every promotion will have to cut some guys to some extent. It's just a lot of factors need to be determined in how we're gonna go about it. Because I do want it to be something that everyone agrees that is fair. Well, yeah, it's true. I could do something with that. Because I did. Oh, the Maple Leaf. Because next season I do want to try to do like a little mini standing event thing for the minor leagues. This season I didn't do it because I didn't want to overdo it. But I think I do want to do something in the minor leagues maybe. There hasn't been a ton of minor league booking. I know Eli did one event for his ECW thing, Extreme Combat Wrestling. I did a couple HWH episodes. But I will say this, I actually don't plan on doing pay-per-views this season, only because I kind of want to redo the pay-per-views. Oh, we got Lance Storm is the new cruiserweight, the new TWN Junior Champion. Big win there. Alright, next up, semi-main event. Doink and Abyss getting some more action tonight. They're going to face beer money for the TWN tag titles. That reminds me, Green Man, since you're in the chat, we did, when I did the 2K polls, there was a little bit of a minority vote to do BWN and RCW stuff in 2K25. Now, I know you were pretty involved with RCW stuff, and I know you were a part of BWN stuff. So if more so with BWN and RCW stuff, but if I did brought BWN back for 2K25, would you like to try partaking again? There is a lot more changes in the universe mode in this game. Like there's a loose promo system. There's a lot of little but good things added in this mode that could make doing it a little bit more flexible. But having said all that, I do want to try to. I get ya. It's a lot more of a commitment compared to TWN. I'll ask around some more people and see if anyone wants to try it. I mean, I know Star Fox has been more into the 2K stuff lately. Maybe he may want to give it a go, but I'm not attached to doing that stuff super right away because they are a commitment, and and I also don't want to bite more than I can chew a little bit with the 2K because I know I say I'm going to do a bunch of stuff and I do plan on it, but at the same time, I don't want to burn myself out with it either because that can be very easy to do with the way with all the ideas I get sometimes. Was I? Oh yeah, here. Tag titles, yes. Yeah, I'll ask around on that. Well, it's gonna be a minute before we do it, so if you change your mind, let me know. I'm gonna try to RCW stuff. I might, but I spent so much time trying to port it over to 2K24. I don't know if I have it in me to do it in 2K25. I don't know. I'll see. I might do that one, but I'm also tempted to just do a whole new thing and make it a little easy on myself because and I don't know if it was in the prior 2K games, but I know in 25 there is a randomizer, and that might be a fun thing to use to create some interesting wrestlers. But I only want to do those things if people are interested in because having people partake in it kind of adds a little bit of the spirit there. 45, 150. All right, but we'll see. I'll ask around some of the other TWN promoter guys and see if they want to partake in those things. And if nobody does, that's fine by me. You know, in all honesty, as much as I want to do that stuff in 2K25, stuff like RCW and some other eFed stuff, it's very tempting to just want to save like those ones for like more permanent like games like Fire Pro, or the upcoming Ultra Pro Wrestling, like games that are kind of like this is kind of what it is, because I love doing that stuff in the 2K games, but the yearly release really makes it tough because unless you get it like day one or within like the first month or whatever, you're really fighting the clock on a lot of stuff if you want to try to do a bunch of stuff. And I got 2K24 only 3 months in, and I wasn't able to get as much done as I wanted to get done with it. So it was definitely it's definitely something that you really gotta be clear focused on. Because I will say this, and this is the thing with with the 2K games. If you Yeah, it is. And I was so close to getting it with RCW. I had two guys left for 2K24 for RCW stuff, and I just lost my rhythm. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, it is. And I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to ask around because if I'm gonna put it an eFed together to stream on a channel, I definitely want it to be like something that uh, people are into. Because if it's just me, then at some point I'm gonna lose momentum because it's just I don't know. It's like for me, because I know a lot of guys who do 2K stuff in the universe mode. Like they write down all these notes, they put on all this stuff for this whole thing just for themselves, and for some reason, I just can't swing it with just myself. And I think a lot of it is the fact that I feel like I'm just I don't know. It's like you're kind of in an echo chamber a little bit with it because you're just kind of doing it for you. I guess when I like doing these things, I like doing these things for people as well as for myself because I feel like it's kind of like when you play Wrestling Empire and the game kind of bites back at you a little bit. It kind of gives you a little bit of a soul, so when you try to do something, the game may be like, oh no, fuck you, and kick you in your junk or something like that. Just a little extra just to kind of give it a little life. And with the sandbox games like this in 2K, you don't really have as much bite to them. So doing it with people adds a lot of stuff to it. That's why I did the YWA and the TWN stuff, because the wrestling games are very kind to group stuff like that. Um And did I forget to give James Storm the belt? That is so weird. I thought I gave it to him. Oh well. Wait, they are still champs, right? Did I forget something? Let me look at my notes. No, they're still champs. Nothing's changed. I must have messed up. Oh well, we'll roll with it. I mean, if they lose, then it doesn't matter, I guess. I'll have to fix it if they win. I'll have to fix them either way after the match. Or after the stream, at least. 3, 45, 150. But yeah, it is a bit. And that's why when we started doing it, I decided to shift it off screen when we did RCW stuff, because doing whole streams to make characters, that was a lot of energy to do. But yeah, I'll ask around a little bit and see if anyone wants to do BWN. It's hard to say. I would love to do BWN again at some point, but I think there needs to be a bit more. I think I need to find some people that are looking for something like TWN, just maybe more story driven and more, not to say limited, but gives you more of a frame to operate under. Because TWN, it's pretty open. You're given a lot of different things you can do. But it depends on how people function creative wise. Because some people, like for me, I always find myself doing my most creative stuff when I'm given limitations. You know, and some people are like that and some people aren't. Some people, they need, like some people who give them a limitation, like it ruins all their plans. But for me, it kind of helps me figure stuff out. But even having said all that, there are times where I'm just like for example, when we play Fire Pro, and it's like, sorry, you're gonna have to change the belt manually because landmine death matches don't recognize singles matches. That part hurts. That's the part that hurts sometimes. But yeah, I'll do some digging, because I think there is some people that enjoy, because we definitely had fun with the RCW stuff. The BWN stuff, I think a big problem was the fact that it was just too many things got in the way, and it was just hard to keep momentum of that. But I think I would like to try that again at some point. I just may need to find. I just may have to see if anyone's looking to do something, like I said, something like TWN, just something more in the spirit of like booking a brand as opposed to a promotion. Although, having said that, yeah, I get that. I get that for sure. And I think it is tough. No, not like that. Yeah. And that's the trick with the 2K games, is that unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are, the more you book and think like WWE, the more fun you're gonna have. I think if you try to do anything that's outside of what WWE recognizes as wrestling, it kind of makes it tough. Like, if you do, like, for example, if you do universe mode, and if you do like something in the WWF world, you know, it's perfect. WCW and ECW can work well too. They might be a slightly off, but you can get away with that. Because they do incorporate those, obviously, with all the ECW and WCW guys they've added over time in the games. But if you try to do something like, I don't know, House of Hardcore, or AEW could work, or TNA, but if you try to do something really, like, extreme, like New Japan, or, like, CZW, or something that is very freaking brutal, or something, or, like, a lucha style, it may not be very kind to it. Yeah. I will, having said all that though, I do know when it comes to doing stories and stuff, I know it's a little easier in this game, in this one, because they did add promos to the game. Granted, they're not like traditional promos, it's more like cutscenes with the announcers saying basic stuff. You kind of fill in the blanks yourself, but there is something there for that. So there are some, I mean, there's other quality. I think I posted a list of it on the thing. I mean, there's 2-night pay-per-views. Shows can share days now, so you could book 2 shows on a Monday or something like that. Because I know when we did BWN last time, like we had lots of people wanted the same day. But in this game, we could do that. We could have shows do one day. You know, pay-per-view scheduling's easier, more flexible. There's a lot more flexibility in the scheduling and stuff. What else is there? Let me look. What I posted. And I found this on Reddit too. Ultimate PLE's multiple shows 3. You could have TV specials. So you could have special TV events. You could book tournaments in the game as well in Universe Mode, including matches that determine people getting into the tournament, I believe. Roster organization's better. The faction system's way better, because now you can book actual tag teams within a faction as opposed to having just be a tag team with like 5 members. So you can have a tag team under their own name under a faction. And like I said, like some loose promo stuff. So there is some more stuff in this game, but in all honesty, I feel like, and I think, and what I should have done before we did BWN and 2K24 is I should have done a Universe Mode review to explore that game. I really should have, but I kind of, I guess I was hoping to do it. Oh no, Doink's been critical! Oh shoot. Abyss is gonna have to one-on-one it, to handicap it, I mean. Oof. I mean, he's a big guy, he could do it, but dang it, I was really hoping for them to... Damn it, Doink. He's gonna break it up. Shit. He really needs to be close to the other side if we're gonna get away with it. Not in tags. Like singles we get there, but tags for some we've never had the TWN tag titles. We've had the national tag titles when they were a thing, but never like when the Usos went on their freaking tag streak, it took me like eons to get my titles back. It was infuriating. But yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll do the Universe Mode pretty close. It felt like it. I think what I'll do is I'll do the Universe Mode first, and then after I do the Universe Mode, double check with everyone to see if they want to do BWN stuff in that game. So, because if we do Universe Mode and it's not quite what people are looking for BWN stuff, then we'll just kind of scrap that and try it a different time. Oh, Black Hole Slam. Oh, he doesn't. Why don't you going for a cover? You're way. Oh my god, dude, that's like your finishing move. Oh shit. God damn it. Well, you know, that's just a hard one to do. You know, once you lose your partner, you're kind of effed up once you lose your partner there, yeah. 75, beer money retain. I mean. Oh, man. Shoot. Oh, well. 75. Main event time here. King cashing in his well, I hate cashing his legacy lottery to get a plain old good old fashioned rematch against Triple H. Since he used it, we will be doing a new legacy lottery match soon. Um, I don't know if we'll do another pay per view host thing. I think a lot of that was just for the debut of it. I think to keep things easy, I think we'll just book it in the next World Tour event. Well, or I don't know. I have to think about it. I may still want to do it in a pay per view, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, BWN. That's a tricky one. RCW it's not as tricky. I would like to do some RCW. I would like. I kind of want to bring it back, but I just at the same time, like with stuff like the fictional e-feds and stuff, it definitely I don't I don't know. It's a tough one. I got to if there's people like I said, I'll chat through the TWN guys, and if anyone wants to partake in those, then I'll bring them back. But if everyone's busy or not interested or whatever, then I'll just let Sleepy Dogs fly. I'm only doing it because there were a few votes to bring them back, and I kind of yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Like it, I'm just trying to think. Like Fire Pro, I can do guys pretty quickly in Fire Pro. I kind of have it down pat, but we do so much Fire Pro on the channel. I kind of want to do a different game just to kind of mix it up. Um, the 2K games are good for that stuff, but man, it does. It does. It feels like it takes longer to create guys in 2K than it just like it takes longer to do guys in 2K than Fire Pro because there's so many extra stuff like freaking Twitter handles and kinda the thing with Wrestling Empire is it's not a sandbox like Fire Pro. It's more like a sandbox like GTA or Saints Row, where you can kind of create the characters, but the game kind of does what it feels like doing. You don't really have a lot of control over that. Now, I did get the Steam version of the game, and it is moddable. So I could do something like RCW. It's not something the way I would book it. It would be like cuz what I want to do is if I'm able to do a little loose modding on Wrestling Empire, I want to like bring in all the eFed promotions we've done on the channel like YWA um a couple other ones RCW and all of them and have those characters just be that world, but I don't know how to do that. I know in even with Switch, I know I could edit guys and edit promotion names if but it's you have to unlock that to do it. Um but it is doable. It's just I got to figure it out. But in terms of like running RCW the way I did in 2K, can't really do that with Wrestling Empire. Even the booking mode in Wrestling Empire, you could book it like that, but even then the game has a lot of bite to it. So even if we try to book it a certain way, it's still going to try to bite us in the ass a little bit. So if we're going to do stuff in that game, we have to keep in mind that our plans may get shat on pretty hard. So that's something to keep in mind there for that game. It's just tough because the only games that kind of are in mind with what we can do that isn't like Fire Pro related are they're all the 2K games. Because the problem is the first 2K game where we could create people and have arenas and everything is like 13, WWE 13. But that game has a couple issues with it. 2K14 is good with that stuff, but but the problem with 2K14 though is it does take a decent chunk of time to recreate guys. And I feel like if I'm going to do 2K14, I might as well do a later 2K game if I'm going to do 2K14 because I feel like because even though 14 is considered better than 15 and so on, the other 2K games they each add a little more that kind of helps it in the long term. It's just if yeah, I feel like if I'm going to do an E-Fed in a 2K game, 2K25 at least, I almost feel like I have to like do a whole new E-Fed and just randomly make wrestlers and just go from there. I feel like or if people wanted to create fictional guys and we can put them in the E-Fed, that could work as well. There's a lot of different things. Another idea I had, and I was gonna do this in Fire Pro, but we could do it in 2K, is if we had a group of us pick an era to run. And I'll get to those details in a second. I'm just gonna get the match going. 330, 150. Alright, let's get it going here. So what I was thinking is it's kind of like TWN, but or Brand Warfare, but instead we pick an era. So let's say there's three of us, and one person picks WCW NWO era of WCW. Another person picks New Gen WWF, and another person picks Ruthless Aggression WWF. And then if you have a fourth person, they could pick like pay-per-view era ECW or something. And we have that era, and we book within a default roster of guys, and we try to outbook each other's shows. And of course, trades and stuff can be a thing. And then every 4 shows, we each have like a pay-per-view, like either a short one, like an in your house semi-event, and then a big one, like it depends. It depends for the WWE. It depends how we want to do it, but each one will have a big pay-per-view. They'll do like a WrestleMania. Fight! For like probably Golden Era. For New Gen Era, I might do like SummerSlam or King of the Ring or something. I mean, or so on. And the appeal with that one is I feel like for guys that just want to book a certain era and roster, that could be a lot of fun, as opposed to like a hodgepodge of stuff.
7, 8.
Like, for example, I know Eli really loves the New Gen era of WWF, so that might be something that appeals to people that are looking to book niche, eras, but with a few little things that could change within it. So I thought about doing something there too, and unlike TWN, this kind of thing doesn't have to be something that goes on year round. It could be like something we do every once in a while. And like I said, originally I came up with this for Fire Pro, but we could do it in 2K too. But the issue I have with this, though, the biggest thing is going to be seeing if people want to partake in it. So that's going to be the interesting thing. And if I do decide to go with it, I would want to get at least 3 people, including myself and 2 people. My thing with doing this kind of stuff with just 2 people is I feel like it makes it tough to do anything super crazy, because like, for example, when I reviewed the SBR 06GM mode, there's only 2 brands, so you can't really do a lot of crazy shit between each other because you're always deadlocked. If you had like 3 or 4, though, you could do some crazy stuff. But yeah, I'll do some asking around. Oh, we got a pedigree. But I'll do some asking around and see what works. Because I'm hoping... Early, yeah, early. He wants to finish it early. He knows King's a prick. King held on to this for quite a while. Yeah. Ooh, rolling hell kick. Yeah, King held on to this belt for a bit. So... I don't know how prep Triple H is for this guy, though. I mean, he did use that legacy lottery. He wasn't prepared to face him tonight, I don't think. He kind of did, yeah. Octopus hold. Yeah. I will say this. I do appreciate that whoever made this edit like gave him like his suit. That really adds a lot to the character. Oh my god. Well, sorry, Triple H. Got him in a fancy ass roll up, and King has reclaimed the championship. Dang, man. Well, the legacy lottery works. Sure, Eli will be happy about that. Oh. Well, shit. Well, I'll have to, I'll have to figure out how we're gonna do the next Legacy Lottery match to crown a new guy. Video game. Oh, unfortunately, the powers of the click don't reach Fire Pro. Unfortunately. Let's see. All right. Streaming schedule. I don't really have anything for tomorrow. So I don't know if there's gonna be streams tomorrow. I'm not sure. Cause no one has anything booked TWN wise. LW stuff, there's nothing there because we don't have any match requests or anything, so nothing there. Nah, probably not, because do need to start recording my college football NCAA football games for the series to kind of get going next month. So I do need to start recording stuff for that. So there's a good chance I probably won't stream tomorrow. But you never know. If someone comes in with a TWN show booking, I may throw that in there. That's really the only possibility at this point. Yeah, I mean, I like I've been saying in the stream, like I'll do some asking around and see if anyone wants to do anything and stuff because obviously if even a minority of people were looking for more RCW, BW and stuff, then I do want to see if there is anything there for 2K. But and if not, then we'll just save it for a different game, which is fine because there's plenty of stuff I want to do in 2K25. But yeah, I think so far in terms of the game itself, so far universe mode's definitely a thing. I do want to do GM mode. I just don't know when. Um,